are now 2-1 to start off this year. I was able to catch up with head coach Chad Olson today following this Friday's win.
All right, Coach. So big win over Fort Stockton on Friday. Guys started out pretty hot, of course. But what did you notice your team do well within that game?
Obviously highs and lows. A game with Pecos, Fort Stockton. It's one of those rivalry games. Everybody's like, oh, you got to beat Fort Stockton. And some other games, and so our kids handled a little bit of rough times. They did a great job. Their defense they were in was a little bit different than what we worked during the week, and so obviously we had the big start with the kickoff return by Abel Velasquez, and we just worked through some things. It was not our normal scoring a whole lot of points like we did the first 2 weeks, the first two games, and the defense did a great job of adjusting and tackling really well. Their quarterback runs hard. He's a big kid, runs hard, and so we just persevered through some tough stuff. We talked all the time about playing 4 quarters, and that was Coach Peter does a good job of preparing his kids, and they play hard, and it was a good physical game for us.
Do you think that kickoff return to start things off gave you guys a little bit of a confidence boost?
Oh, no doubt. The last 2 years playing Fort Stockton in district games, things early, they jumped out to leads both the last 2 years. Last year we had an interception early, and they jumped out to a lead. 2 years ago, same thing, where they jumped out to an early, 14-0 lead. And so that good little start to begin with really helped the confidence for us.
Yeah. And then big game this upcoming week against Greenwood, finally starting off district play. What do you expect from them this year?
They return a lot on defense. They were really good on defense last year and return a lot on defense this year. Of course, Trey Cross, he's one of the best in the state. Definitely runs really well, so smooth and effortless, and his line does a great job. They do a good job of mixing formations offensively to try to find ways to run, their base run plays at a bunch of different looks and throw it when they need to. But, they're a big physical football team. They've got a couple of offensive linemen that are 300 pounds, and, it presents a challenge for us size-wise. But, it may be a quick game as much as they run the football and as much as we run the football. It may be a 7 o'clock kickoff and an 8:45 end, but, it's going to be a good physical game. It's a good test for us to see where we're at. We talk about trying to improve, and they're a really good football team, and it's a good challenge for us.
Anything that you are going to tell your guys specifically that you guys have to do well to get a victory over them this Friday?
We talk all the time about taking care of us. Making sure that we're doing what's best for us. We're trying to control what we can control, no matter who we're playing against. And this week's really no different. We want to talk about aligning right on defense and tackling really well, and being gap sound and offensively understanding. Remembering snap count, we've had some issues the last couple of weeks with some false starts. So making sure we know where we're going, who we're blocking, and those things. And really, like I said, take care of controlling what we can control, and whoever it is against us, whether it's Fort Stockton or Lakeview, Kermit, or it's Greenwood, we don't want to let the moment overwhelm us. We just want to go play football and do what's best for our kiddos and try to get our kiddos to play as hard as they can.
Do you feel like your guys and even your coaching staff, are you guys ready for district play? I feel like it came up on us so quickly.
We lost, obviously with the Crane game becoming a scrimmage, we got some good work out of that, but, losing the week 4 game 2 weeks ago where we were supposed to play Fabens with their shutdown, it's been real weird. You want to keep your routine, because I think I told somebody this the other day, we're routine people, us as especially as coaches. I'm a routine person. Like, my alarms are set and they stay set all the time the same way. And I get up, even on the weekends when I'm supposed to be sleeping late, I get up. And so the routine of not playing games, we're here with 3 games, and some people have 5 games. And, I think Greenwood's in the same boat with us. They're 1 game short. So, district play got on us fast. And, the game shape is really the part that you end up struggling with. You get the plays in, you get the reps in, but it's just a lot different when you, on a Friday night, we had some cramp issues the other night, and it's just a lot different when you show up on a Friday night and they're playing 48 minutes of football as hard as they can. You can't simulate that in practice. Even as much as you try, you can't simulate it. So, it got on us fast, but we're excited. We're excited for our kids. We're excited for our community. We're just ready to get going again.
Yeah. That being said, kind of piggybacking off of what you said about being in game shape, do you think then within the next couple of games, you'll see your guys just be kind of like you would normally expect them to be playing during districts?
Yeah, we're getting to that. We're getting a lot closer. Obviously, we had that week 2 weeks ago where the temperature dropped, crazy low, and I know you've been out here in Pecos. I think it's about 15 degrees hotter in Pecos than it is anywhere else. And
it's the hottest place in the world. I'm convinced of it.
So it was hot Friday night. It was really hot Friday night in Fort Stockton as well, and so I think that attributed to a little bit of it. And the kids lose sense of how much water they really need to be drinking.
Yeah.
So I think for the most part we're there. We're fighting some injury issues in a couple of spots, which caused some people to play a little more than we had hoped. But we're almost there. But yeah, we'll get this next week of conditioning in on our belt. We'll be good to go.
Lots of thanks to Coach Olson for that interview. Again, his Eagles face Greenwood this Friday in what should be an exciting matchup. Stay right there because we're going to head up to yesterday's crazy Big 12 game in Lubbock after this break.